Existence Brewing.
Here's another Existence Brewing single shot.
By the way, the supermoon is a thing this week, and
what is with all these moons?
You know,
too, by the way?
It's a thing, though.
Okay, tell me, supermoon is what?
It happens when the full moon is closer to Earth in its orbit, so it appears to be 14%.
Perigee, by the way.
Okay, so it appears to be 14% bigger and 30% brighter than the faintest moon of the year, according to our experts at NASA. I find it hard to sleep when there's a full moon.
Really? I know I have interviewed, I can't tell you, countless cops and many emergency room technicians and EMTs and all that kind of stuff in my career. Is you'd be surprised the number of people on the side, hey, is there anything to this full moon thing? And every single one of them, either both on or off the air, will say, oh, absolutely. We are 10 times busier during the full moon. But the official narrative is still, there's no correlation between the fullness of the moon and any activity on planet Earth. That, it's just
I beg to differ.
Of course there is.
I beg to differ because I would say that 99.9% of the time, if I have a hard time sleeping, I will look outside, can bet it's a full moon every time.
Yeah. Well, the fluids in your body are going to be more active. This scientific world and then all these debunk type people, these are the kinds of people that we've let pencil our world to death in the debit column. We've allowed them to just take away all of the mysteries of life. The gravitational tug of our satellite, and yet the fact that it would have any degree of influence on the fluids in your body is, that's just unthinkable. But that doesn't matter. Well, but you're 70% water. And so why wouldn't you be absolutely tugged? And, again, that ebb and flow is going to play out as a literal instrument of the physical body that is you. And also, who knows what kind of spiritual or metaphysical influence it has on what we would call the spirit or the soul or the aura or any of that, because it's all connected. But it's just immediately, we can't even get past the emergency room doors where, oh yeah, it's been a full moon the last couple of nights and we've been 10 times busier. And oh, by the way, that's happened the last 17 years. But oh no, there's no correlation. I mean, if we can't even get past that, then we're never going to start knocking at the real mysteries of why things like that happen.
I would put my bottom dollar on the cop working the night shift or the nurse working the graveyard shift any day over what some expert would say on that regard, because I really do feel like there is a difference. And those are the guys and women, men and women in the trenches who they've got a perspective as well. And I've definitely noticed it in my life.
I've probably mentioned this on a previous installment, but I'll mention it again since we're on the subject of the moon. And this is for all of the people in the world that are of that cut. And I know that everybody is created the way that they are supposed to be created. I truly believe that. So even though people might be diametrically opposed to me in every possible way, as far as, design and fashion is concerned, they have just as much of a right to be here and forward that opinion. But I would just say this to all of those debunker squasher types, those people that love to go out and just kill the mystery and, I solved everything and there's no mystery to it. Everything has a prosaic explanation. Life is dull. There's no mystery to it at all. Here's a good trivia question for you. Do you know what the mathematical, and this is you can look this up. This one's just straight out of the astronomer's handbook and the physicist's handbook. So do you know what the mathematical probability of the moon being the exact size necessary to perfectly eclipse our sun is? 0.
Wow.
So the answer to that question is mathematically, scientifically, the chances, the probability of our moon, our satellite, being the perfect size and distance away from the Earth necessary to perfectly eclipse the sun as it does and has for thousands of years is 0. So you just chew on that and tell me that there's not another hand at work.
Take that, Sanjay Gupta.
Sanjay Gupta. We have a Sanjay, and then we have a Mehmet, because we got to throw Dr. Oz in there too.
Right.
What a perfect name, right? The man, the legendary man behind the curtain. Speaking of those that love to manipulate and play pranks from beyond, Mehmet Oz. And Mehmet sounds just like a Muppet to me.
He does, doesn't he?
Wasn't there a Muppet named Mehmet? They'd bounce up and down and
Yeah.
go, radio. That's a Mehmet. One of those had to have been Mehmet, right?
I thought you were going to make some reference to the Lollipop Guild or...
The Lollipop Guild?
Yeah, since we were on Oz.
So between the two of us, we have to take turns rattling off full moons that don't yet exist that should be a thing.
Lollipop Guild moon.
You're going to go with the Lollipop Moon. Okay,
100%.
All right, so there's one. I'm not sure about we need Guild in there. I think just the Lollipop Moon, because it's the moon where, hey, it's the one where it looks like it has a stick in it. It's similar to, and Starbucks is trying to buy it and make it the Cake Pop Moon, but the Astronomy Kingdom wants more money. NASA says no, not until they offer us more dough. So it's the Lollipop Moon for now, or the Chupa Chup Moon.
Yeah, right.
As it's also known in some circles. Okay.
I still feel like the Lollipop Guild moon, it gives it that extra level of sophistication and integrity. If it's exactly
what I was thinking.
Lollipop Guild.
All right. Okay, fair enough. I think I mentioned it already, but we got to have at least one good sports moon in there. And we have so many balls to choose from. But of course, I'm not going to go... we don't need the baseball moon or the basketball moon because those are too popular. So why don't we go with the racquetball moon?
There you go.
Right? All right. So that's fine.
Cheese wheel moon.
It's just the cheese moon.
Cheese
I like
moon.
just the cheese moon, because after all, that's like Cookie Monster would say, the moon looked like a piece of cheese that you can take a bite out of. It's back to the Muppet land again. All right. Is that our Muppet Moon, or do we get... No, that's probably a trademark thing. Anyway, Disney would have our ass for... I won't allow a Disney-owned moon anyway.
We need more moons with names, don't we?
We hope this single shot inspired you to want more Existence Brewing. To check out full episodes of the podcast and for more, head to existencebrewing.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts online.
Existence Brewing.